guys, thank you very much for joining me today. It's CeeChronicles. I hope you've subscribed. I hope you follow me on Instagram as well. I go by the name CeeChronicles there as well. Thank you very much for joining me today, and please do turn on the notification bell so that you know anytime I upload a new video. Today we're doing something different. Today we're not comparing clones. Today I'm talking about this designer fragrance, Good Girl by Herrera. Beautiful box, guys, very beautiful. It's a bit dusty because I don't reach out for this perfume that often, but it's very beautiful. It's got a velvety feel to it, and this is an 80 ml, yeah, 80 ml eau de parfum. Now I know most people are familiar with this. Look at this, guys. This is gorgeous, a very gorgeous stiletto, right? This is Good Girl by Herrera. Like I said, I don't reach too much for this perfume, and I'll tell you why. So enough of the bottle and, you know, praising it, because this is gorgeous. It just makes you smile. But enough of it. Let's go straight into the fragrance. I'm going to spray a bit here and tell you what the notes are and what I perceive. Right. This one has tuberose in it, jasmine, tonka bean, and I think there's coffee in here, but I'm not sure. Right, and this is a sweet, floral, velvety perfume, if you will. This is a sweet floral velvety scent, and remember, these are just my opinions. This is what I'm smelling. I got this perfume about 2 years ago as a gift, and I'm not sure if you can see, I haven't used much of it. It's almost there. I don't reach for it that often because this is to me, I think this is a perfume that would do well in very cold weather, or evenings, but cold evenings. And you know, I'm from Zimbabwe. We hardly have, even our winter isn't that cold, so we mostly have summer, and maybe this is the reason why I don't particularly get the chance to maybe enjoy this fragrance. As I've sprayed it here, you know, it's just making me think, why am I not using it more? It really actually smells beautiful. So, you know, when I got it as a gift about 2 years ago, the first thing I perceived when I smelled it, because I'd never tried it before or tested it before, so it wasn't a blind buy, it smelled very familiar, but very unique at the same time, if that makes any sense. It's got a uniqueness of its own, but at the same time, it's not one of those that you'd say, I've never smelled this before. You know, this it's got some familiarity to it. You've probably come across, you know, somebody who smelled like this, not necessarily having sprayed this, but I think maybe its likeness to most masculine scents. I think this should have been a unisex perfume, because to me it reminds me so much of whatever it is, you know, they put in the male fragrances. To me, this is not completely ultra feminine. It's got like a touch of, you know, a man can wear this and without a problem at all. So it doesn't, it's just one of those. And it's a very heavy, thick, very strong fragrance. I think it's polarizing to a certain extent, and depending on your mood, I think it can be a bit nauseating. I think I've, you know, I haven't been pregnant in the past 2 years, but I think if somebody was pregnant, they might find this as you know, a perfume that is not so, you know, because it's got that thing that to me is a bit nauseating. I know a lot of YouTubers have spoken about it being all sexy and, you know, classy and boss lady, and I guess so, but I think it's different to everybody. To me, it comes across as too heavy, in your face. Maybe it's the tuberose, maybe it's the fact that it's borderline, you know, between being a female scent and a male scent. So I'm not quite sure, you know, I really, you know, want to love this perfume, but it's one of those that I've got to be in the mood for it. You know, I don't reach out for it that much because of just how it's different, but also weird, if you will, so well, I don't know, for those who say it's sexy, maybe the motivation is the bottle, I don't know, because this stiletto is indeed very sexy, but I would have expected say a fruity a fruity fresh floral or something, but this is not what I got with this one. It was actually a bit of a shock, but like I said, maybe I strongly feel this is not one that I'd give away. I strongly feel that maybe in very cold weather, this would play out a bit differently, but in very hot weather, it has always been one of those that are a bit too much for me, but it is a good fragrance overall. And whether I'd buy it again, well, maybe not. I wouldn't buy it again. That's for two reasons. The fact that it's a very strong fragrance, and the fact that I'm limited in where I can use it or when I can wear it because of our weather, and secondly being the problem with this fragrance is I think it has been copied so much. This is an original, but the cloners have taken this and they've run with it. Not necessarily the stiletto, I remember I got a little, my daughter came across some little perfume, very small perfume, from a company called Smart Perfumes or something. Very little box that looked like this. And she got it for $1. No, this perfume was not $1. This was a very expensive perfume. Like I said, this is original, right? So she got that perfume for about $1 US or something. And she said, she came to me with it and said, I saw this little perfume in the candy store and I thought it looked like one of yours. So I bought it anyway because it was $1, right? So I opened it and we sprayed it and I couldn't believe the similarity that it had to this one. So I don't know, maybe it's that familiarity that I was talking about, that it's unique but very familiar, that has made it prone to a lot of copies. They've copied the shoe, they've copied the juice, they've copied everything, and it's really disappointing to know that this has happened. And no, I'm not trying to contradict myself, because I do clones as well and stuff like that, but I mean, this it's been copied from like $1 perfume to whatever price you want to think of, which is really, it's so disappointing that a lot of companies simply find it easy to come up with this formula. But that doesn't, this has nothing to do with this review or my take on it. My take on it, like I said is a polarizing scent, maybe because of the tuberose. It's very heavy, it's strong, it's not for the faint-hearted. It's one that can even be headache inducing. It depends. And I've seen a lot of reviews that said, oh, this is a man eater, it's a beast man eater, you can use this on a first date and stuff like that. I personally wouldn't think it would be wise to use this perfume on a first date, because this, to me, like I said, it's borderline. Male or female may like this, but if a male doesn't like this and you want to use it for a first date, maybe it wouldn't be a smart move. I think it's one of those perfumes that I personally wouldn't use on my first date, but as time goes, yes, I could. I just wish I could reach out to it more. I know it's Carolina Herrera has had a couple of flankers, after this one. I don't know, maybe you can recommend in the comment section which flanker you think is better, because after the experience with this one, the experience was not disappointing, but after what I got out of this, I haven't been motivated to buy more flankers. But I've heard from other reviewers and watched other the people reviewing the other flankers saying they're a bit different and they're a bit better. without a doubt, this is a beautiful perfume. I'm not trying to get anyone put off by buying it who'd want to buy it. I think it's a beautiful perfume. I think it's mature. I think it's for a different type of person. If you go in a perfume store and you buy this one, thinking, or you're of the mindset of those floral, nice, fresh, whatever, you might be disappointed. So I recommend that don't buy this one as a blind buy, guys. I would recommend that you go and get a tester first, go with it and maybe spray it on your wrist or on a piece of paper or a tissue and let it play out and see how it goes, because this is one that it doesn't change much. It stays on the same frequency for a long time. So what you sniff in the beginning is what you have to endure to the very end. It's not one of those that will have a twist and all of a sudden you're thinking it's smelling so pretty. So it's just one, one that you should know that when you get it, you should be, you should know that smell that you smell in the beginning is probably going to go all the way. And, the commitment you have in the beginning, don't expect too many twists. That's Carolina Herrera, a good girl for you. However, I'm taking nothing away from the art, but I believe a lot of YouTubers let me not say YouTubers, I don't want people coming for me here, but I think a lot of people that have bought this, have been influenced mostly by the bottle, because I think the bottle is pretty. Even if I hadn't gotten this for a gift, I would have probably, bought it just for the bottle, because I think this is pretty, guys. This is a work of art. So I hope I've helped somebody. And the other thing is, this is just my take, try it for yourself and see what you think. I just personally think this is a very strong perfume. It's a very heavy perfume. It's not for everybody. Very unique, but don't expect it to blow you away. That's what I'm basically saying. Thank you very much, guys, for joining me. Have you subscribed? If not, why not? Please do subscribe to my channel, like, comment, share, and follow me on Instagram as well. I go by the name CeeChronicles. So be on the lookout for another review. I will be coming with them from time to time. So do stay tuned, guys. And remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.